welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. And the Pirates will put total leather and will get started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for room, it's McClure. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one, and trust me, Phil.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the East Carolina Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
The Pirates want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Pirates have this offense rolling.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rifles it down the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's McClure. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Hauser. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to take off. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Tulane lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
And I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hauser. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. That gets them back to within 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the ground with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reed. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Works the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Pirates are flying down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Pirates! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Number 9, with the grab and the steal.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
They want that clock to run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. On 1st down, here comes this offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.